I didn't know what to call it at the time. Fuck, even now I'm not sure there's a word that really fits. All I know is this: I saw something in that house, something that still haunts me, nearly 2 decades later. It was an old place built sometime in the 1920s, nestled in a quiet part of town you don't hear much about. The kind of house with stories in its walls. Rumor had it that back in the day, it had been many things: a hidden bar during Prohibition, a place where secrets were traded for favors, maybe even a stop on a less than legal route for people trying to start new lives. I lived there with my wife not long after we got married. We were still finding our rhythm, still learning how to be together. One afternoon, we got into one of those arguments that starts over nothing and somehow ends up meaning everything. I don't even remember what it was about. She needed air, so she walked down the street to grab coffee and clear her head. That left me alone in the house. Now that place was strange, built like no blueprint ever touched it. There was a bedroom off to one side, then a bathroom with two doors. On the other side of that bathroom was a hallway, windows on one wall, two bedrooms across from them. From my room, if I stood just right at the dresser, I could look through the open bathroom door and down that far hallway. Created this weird line of sight, like peering through a tunnel of rooms. I was standing there messing with my clothes or whatever when something caught my eye. Movement out in that distant hall. I turned my head slowly, expecting to see the wind catching a curtain or maybe a trick of the light. But no, there it was. A figure. 3 feet tall, maybe shorter, not quite human but shaped like one, like someone had drawn a stick figure with black ink, only the lines weren't still. They flickered like sparks dancing along a wire, like a shadow made of static electricity. I wasn't scared at first, just confused, curious even. What the hell is that? That was the thought, not fear, just pure, stunned disbelief. Then it looked at me. Or felt me looking, either way, it noticed. And the moment it did, it moved, fast, straight toward me. No sound, no footsteps, just a rush, a blur of jagged darkness flying down the hallway. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe, couldn't scream. I was locked in place, staring at this thing as it came straight for me. And then, bam! The bathroom door slammed shut, hard, like someone had thrown it closed with every ounce of strength they had. It cut that fucking thing off mid-motion, cut it out of my sight. That's when I screamed. Loud, terrified, I yelled for my wife, even though I knew she wasn't there. I ran outside, barefoot, shirt half-buttoned, and didn't go back in until she returned 10 minutes later. She found me sitting on the porch steps, shaking. I told her what I saw. She didn't laugh, which I appreciated, but she didn't believe it either. She said I must have been tired, stressed from the argument, maybe seeing things. Maybe she was right, but I know what I saw. We didn't stay there long after that, told ourselves it was time for a change. But I swear, every time I pass through that neighborhood, I feel it again, that same chill crawling up my spine, like something is still watching, still waiting.